Hi clients and friends, Justin Kramer, President of Pyle Financial Services. Welcome to part 5 of our 6-part video series on the Congressional Stimulus Bill, the CARES Act 2020. So today we want to talk about what gets the most headlines, stimulus checks. So here's how it works. The congressional bill was passed and it outlined that most Americans will receive $1,200 tax-free, non-reportable checks from the government. So who's eligible and who's not? Well, those lines are a little blurry right now, but we have a fair amount of clarity. So depending on your income levels, let's talk about a single filer, for example. If your income is $75,000 or lower, you're eligible to receive a $1,200 tax-free check. For every additional dependent under age 17, so if you're 17 or older, you do not count. But for every additional dependent under age 17, that's an additional $500 in tax-free checks. So let's say you have a single filer with 2 dependents under age 17. They would be eligible for the $1,200 plus $500 each for the dependents for a total of $2,400. Now, let's say you're filing jointly. The income threshold is $150,000. The same rules apply. So for the joint filers, each filer gets $1,200. So in the same scenario, with 2 dependents under age 17 on a joint return, you now get $1,200, $1,200, and $500 times 2. That's $3,400 in tax-free checks. Here's what's really important to remember. The income received, or the tax-free checks received, decreases by $50 per $1,000 of adjusted gross income above those thresholds. So if your income was $151,000, you would get a $1,150 check. Goes all the way up until you're phased out. Now, what's also important, whether you're retired, whether you're on disability, whether you're unemployed, none of that matters. The only thing they look at is your income, your adjusted gross income. And if you haven't filed your 2019 tax return, they look back at your 2018 tax return. So, the Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, said 2 weeks ago that within 2 to 3 weeks, folks should start receiving their first checks. So as this video comes out, we are probably literally days away from the first Americans receiving those tax-free stimulus checks. Be on the lookout for your mailbox. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.